Welcome back to the left way to play golf. I want to talk to you about power sources in the golf swing. This is really important to understand because this is what creates a smooth, effortless looking golf swing. And number one, and the biggest power source, is the pivot of our body. So in our backswing, our shoulders turn, which loads our weight on our left side. Coming forward, our hips release, and then we wind up finishing on our forward foot on our back toe every time. So this is what the body does in the golf swing. Really important to understand that's a major power source, probably 70% of our total power in a golf swing. Our second power source would be our arm swing. So our arms are swinging off of this pivot. And our third power source would be our wrists. So when we're talking about our power sources, we have body pivot, we have arm swing, we have wrists. And we need to be able to put those in the right sequence. So what I want you to understand about this is that when we get the club to the top of our golf swing, the very first thing that needs to start is going to be our lower body. So our lower body is going to pivot, our arms and hands are going to follow. And that'll align our power sources in the right manner. And that's what gives us the ability to relax our arms and hands because we're using our body to turn. So I want you to keep that in mind when you go to the golf course. If you think about your lower body, you think about your body pivot. This is going to help you become more consistent. And back to our early stage when we were talking about impact, when we pivot our body, that supports the forward lane of the shaft. So just letting our hips open and release, that'll create more forward shaft lean. Now what I see most often is people use two power sources. They get on the golf course, as we are today, and they want to hit it with more of their arms and hands. Okay, that creates a whole different look and pace to the golf swing. I know a lot of us have played baseball, softball. Those three power sources we use in throwing a ball. So if I'm going to throw a ball, I'm going to step, but look at what my hips do. My hips open, my arm and hand follow. And if I were to change that in any way, shape, or form, I wouldn't have the power and the directional control that I would. So if I were to throw a ball this direction, I was to keep my chest and my hips square to you. How far would I throw it? Not very far. Because I'd be using what? Two power sources, arm and wrist. So this is where it becomes very important. If we align them properly, we're maximizing power. Okay? So in the golf swing, same sequence. Our body turns, our arms and hands follow, and that's what puts us in a well-balanced position here at the end of our golf swing. And if we do that, you're going to hit the ball much further, and you're going to be a lot more consistent with your club-to-ball contact.